Project Hail Mary.
This is
The whole
Project
movie is
Hail Mary.
extremely good.
Racked up some out-of-this-world numbers in its
It
opening.
gave me so much more hope and joy
My
and
God,
every
it
emotion
is
possible that I
total
have felt.
Project Hail Mary is the best of the year so far.
I was one of the first 20,000 people to rate Project Hail Mary on Letterboxd, and I wrote something I wish would never come true. It was 14th of March, and I decided to go on a preview screening of this new sci-fi movie directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. If you don't know, the two don't worry, because you have seen one of their movies for sure. Anyway, I didn't have many expectations. However, coming out of theater, I was pleasantly surprised by what I have seen. The visuals not using any green screen were magnificent, and the score that left me emotional was on point. Unfortunately, it did have flaws and some very visible ones, but I thought, yeah, it's a crowd pleaser and a family movie, this is exactly what it should be, and rated it 4 stars out of 5 with a smile on my face. However, I did not know how big a phenomenon would become of this movie. The ratings kept rising and the praise for the movie's perfection was everywhere. I was happy to see a great movie succeed and see people finally go to the cinema more than ever this year. In the next few days, events took an unexpected turn. Project Hail Mary was everywhere.
It is time go.
I think you mean go time, pal.
There are infinite possibilities for this to go wrong.
This ship wasn't built for this.
It wasn't the success of the movie that kept me slowly disliking it, but how people talked about it. Not only were the ratings astronomically high, ranking the movie in the top 100 of all time, but mainly the people and critics saying how excellent it is, even through all the flaws. Don't get me wrong, I'm not that kind of a cinephile which will hate you if you say your favorite movie of all time is Hunger Games or Mamma Mia. You're a casual viewer, and those are likable and good movies, so I don't see anything wrong about it, even if I disagree. Project Hail Mary fell not only down this category, but also has the most stubborn fans saying it's the best movie they have ever seen, and some go far enough to say it's the best movie of the decade and the best sci-fi movie of all time, which is clearly a problem. Let me remind you that Dune Part 2 came out just 2 years ago, and there are movies like Star Wars and 2001, not to mention a lot of other movies that are 1,000 times better. The response to this from almost every Hail Mary fan is that you can't compare those because it's totally different. I couldn't agree more. I myself don't like to compare movies which aren't tonally similar or in the same franchise. However, you were the one saying it's the best sci-fi ever. So if you can't compare it to these, then it is the best, because it has not much competition you could compare it to. Let's throw all the comparison away and let me ask you a simple question. Why do you think it's the best movie, and what makes it so great? People have many opinions and different tastes, so if you can justify and defend your claim, I will have nothing against it. But most people just freeze and say it's just good, or it's funny, it flew by quickly, or things like these that are just not real arguments. Let's wrap this up once for all. I loved the movie. The storyline with people on Earth was a bit boring and uninteresting without any emotional attachment to any of the characters, at least for me. The pace was a bit rough sometimes, not moving the story anywhere. Instead, it was packed with too many jokes that were sometimes killing the serious moments. And the end was one plot twist after plot twist, which felt frustrating, and the end was kind of predictable. It may seem like a lot of hate, but again, I did give it a solid rating and enjoyed it, especially those more intimate moments and the audio-visual side the most, which is the biggest highlight for sure. The thing that made me distant from this movie and will keep me from re-watching it for a long time is the overhyping. You can say whatever you want, but the overrate and overhype is visibly there. I was happy to see an original movie to do so good, but everyone everywhere saying it's perfect just dragged me into not liking the movie as much as I did on my first watch, and kind of making me allergic to it. It's just like when you have a favorite song and you overplay it so much you now can't stand it, and this became Project Hail Mary for me.
I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up. No, that's thumbs down. You would do the thumbs up. It's close enough.